Hello, good morning. Today we are talking about another set of Incoterms 2020, and that is DAP, Delivered at Place. My name is Humaira. I retired from State Bank. I regularly take sessions for CDCS, Certified Documentary Credit Specialist, conducted by LIBF, London Institute of Banking and Finance. Over the decade, almost 500 participants, bankers around the globe have successfully completed CDCS. I'm happy to launch my website, Success to CDCS. I request you all to visit my website. You can see the complete material for the examination, all the video recordings of the chapters, the PowerPoint presentation, the document examination, basket and simulation questions, and the practice tests. All these really help you to come out with flying colors in the CDCS examination. Meanwhile, I thought let me share with you the Incoterms in the YouTube. We all know that Incoterms 2020 came in the January this year 2020. So here we are talking about the 11 Incoterms, and you can see in the slide before you there is an exporting country and there is an import destination country. In the exporting country, to the left side you find the seller, the exporter or the consignor in Beijing, China. Right side you find the importer, that is the applicant, the buyer. Now there is a process involved in the export of the goods. From the seller's warehouse, there is an inland transportation. Then the transportation reaches the port. It could be a seaport, it could be an airport, or it could be by road rail. Then there is the main carriage, which reaches Mumbai port, either by truck, by rail, or by road, or by sea. Then there is the customs to be paid at the port. Then inland transportation to the buyer's Incoterms. There are three important ingredients: cost, risk, and responsibility. Cost, risk, and responsibility. What is that? Where is the cost, risk, responsibility? All this. Where is that shifting from the seller to the buyer? There is something called delivery point. So this delivery point is very important for us. That is how one Incoterm is distinguished from another Incoterm, where the responsibility of the seller ends and the buyer starts. So the key word for any Incoterm is the delivery point with three ingredients. That is cost, risk, and responsibility. So Incoterms actually talk about the obligations related to the buyer and seller, the risk, the cost like packing, loading, security charges, origin terminal charges, ocean freight charges, air freight charges, customs duties at the import port, then again loading, unloading, inland transportation, and the responsibility. So there are 11 Incoterms we find brought out by ICC. Incoterms stand for International Commercial Terms. Now in the exporting country you will find 4 Incoterms. Ex work, that is starting with the letter E. And there are 3 Incoterms starting with the letter F. FCA, free carrier; FAS, free alongside ship; FOB, free on board. Then there is the carriage, that is the main carriage. With the letter C you find 4 words: cost and freight CFR, cost, insurance and freight CIF, carriage paid to CPT, carriage and insurance paid CIP. Finally, in the import destination country you find 3 Incoterms with the letter D. DPU, delivered at place; unloaded, delivered at place; DAP, and DDP, delivered duty paid. Now you find that there are 4 Incoterms on the right side in red, which means that these 4 Incoterms are used for sea or waterway. that is ocean, free alongside ship, free on board, cost and freight, cost, insurance and freight. So you can see the port written there. Whereas in the green you find all the other Incoterms are having the word place, which means here it is to the named place which is defined. Let us see DAP delivered at place, and it is the place which is important here. To the left you find the exporter Beijing in China, and the right you find importer Pune. Let us say the importer is importing some inverters from exporter Beijing China. Let us say he is importing 100 inverters. The Incoterm used is DAP. Now, we know that this DAP can be used for any mode of transport. It could be by sea, it could be by air, it could be by road and rail. See, in the center, the carriage is written in the slide. There you will find an aircraft, you will find a ship, vessel, below you will find that a truck. So that means DAP is used for any mode of transport. The seller is responsible to deliver the goods to the agreed place at a destination. Can you see on the right side there is an arrow put downwards, red arrow near the truck. Let us say he is responsible to deliver the goods to the agreed place at a destination. And this is typically the buyer's premises. So seller, now if I write in our empty 700 field 45A, description of goods, 100 inverters, DAP, XYZ warehouse, Pune, India, Incoterms 2020, which means that the seller is responsible to deliver the goods till the XYZ warehouse in Pune. And there is one point which we have to note here. Buyer is responsible for unloading at Pune warehouse. Buyer is responsible for unloading at Pune warehouse. This is very important point to note for us. So what is the seller responsible? If you would summarize DAP, seller is responsible for his warehousing and packing of the goods, then loading on the truck, inland transport, then delivery to the port or place. Here he will pay the customs, the freight forwarder who is handling the logistics and the cargo, the origin terminal charges, then ocean freight or air freight, road freight or rail freight, then the security charges, then the carriage charges, after the carriage charges, destination terminal charges. But the buyer is responsible for unloading after it reaches Pune warehouse. So DAP is very important to define. The seller is responsible to deliver the goods to the agreed place at the destination. To the agreed place at the destination. That is typically the buyer's premises. So DAP, we find that buyer is responsible for unloading. Seller pays up to the destination terminal charges. This is what we have learnt in B. Thank you.